Hey everybody, today as you can see through my awesome editing skills, I've got a little bit of a backdrop. I actually climbed to the top of, it's called Thunderbird Peak or Thunderbird Mountain. I'm in Arizona doing a project. I climbed to the top there yesterday and tried to make a video, but as it happens, the beautiful curse of Asperger's is that when things don't go my way, I freak out. And I don't freak out like a toddler, don't worry, but it drives me absolutely insane, and I likely almost can't control my emotions, and it's very difficult. People join me at the top of the mountain, watching what I was doing. It throws me off. I can't think straight. I had a Big Mac and a cheeseburger before I went up because my plans before heading up there to make a video, involved this and this and this, and it didn't go that way for a number of reasons, and it throws me off. It throws my whole day off. It throws my whole outlook, my emotions. It destroys everything. So one of the biggest reasons why I don't like talking about myself is because when people talk about their problems, the audience is always like, "Ugh, get over it, shut up." And so in these videos, I'm not looking for sympathy, I'm not looking for empathy. I'm not looking for pat me on the back because woe was me, life is hard. And I've said this 1,000 times, sincerely trying to help others. So, through my discomfort of making these videos and the stress that I deal with in trying to share a bit of myself with y'all, please be sensitive with me. I'm a good guy. I like to have fun. I like to have a great time. Anywhere I go, I like to enjoy my surroundings and the people I'm with, and I just love to be happy. I love to laugh. And in an Aspie world, that's, for me, in my experience, not always so common. There are 1,000 different things that stress us out and ruin our emotions. So that is why I talk a lot about balance. I've started there. I pretty much talk about it every video. Balance is key for keeping yourself straight when things don't go your way. And I always join balance with knowing who you are and what you want, when really they're completely different things. And I've talked specifically a lot about balance and how it's a very complex mechanism. It's a motor that runs you, and it's going to take a lot of time on your behalf, a lot of effort out of you is what I'm trying to say. It's going to take note taking. It's going to take memorization. It's going to take practice, 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 so that you can get it right, so that when you feel that life isn't going your way, you can find that balance. You can prevent yourself from sinking. And I started these videos in an effort just to talk to other people that suffer from or are blessed with Asperger's. And it's turned into the realization that what I'm trying to share, and hopefully I'm doing an okay job, what I'm trying to share applies to everybody. This life doesn't, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to be poetic and I'm out of my element here. This life is hard for everybody. That's what I'm trying to say. This life sucks at times for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a veteran non-combat veteran like me. It doesn't matter if you're a combat veteran suffering from severe PTSD. It doesn't matter if you're an ASPE, high functioning, low functioning. It doesn't matter if you're the parents dealing with low functioning autism. It doesn't matter who you are and what you're facing in this life. These skills that I'm trying to present apply to us all as human beings. And so I hope that you take account to what I'm saying and apply it into your life. And that's the only way it's going to help, is by strict application into your life. So balance, like the ballast on a sailboat, it keeps the sailboat upright when the winds and the waves push it about. Those wind and the waves are what drives the sailboat and get it to its destination. So, I talk about them as they're one and the same. But balance is going to keep you from sinking. And how do you find balance? I've talked about this. Go back and look at my other videos. You've got to know who you are, what you want. You've got to understand your emotional makeup. What triggers do you have, and how do you counteract them? How do you prevent yourself from diving into the abyss of despair and misery and being a drama queen? And then the sailboat, to get it to move forward, takes wind and waves. It takes the effects of life. The trials, the tribulations, the hardships that we all face are necessary to teach us, to push us forward, to help us learn to navigate our course. So, in knowing that, now you need to know where you want your course to be, where you're going to go. And that involves knowing, again, who you are, where you want to go, what you believe in this life. I believe that we as human beings were of spiritual makeup, and I believe that a lot of these principles are, what's the word? For lack of a better word, they're true. They are eternal. They don't go away just because we feel like not hurting someone's feelings over it. Trivial humanity, or what's the right word? How is it called? I don't know. But just because you want to act like this one particular thing fulfills your spiritual need doesn't make it true. If you're laying in your filth, not taking a shower, not participating in life, not washing your clothes, not eating properly, not maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Spirituality and religion are entirely different things. So please don't mistake me for what I'm trying to share. So you've got to know who you are, what you want, where you're going. What has been posed to me, the question of the day, and what we're going to talk about today, is how do you know what you want? And I've given it some thought, and honestly, I'm more nervous about this video than any other video that I've made. Generally, I try to prepare some thoughts, a message, a point of what I'm trying to share. Today, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I hope it comes out okay. I can only relate to how I once was. When you're in school, they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't even know what I said, or if I was ever even asked that way. But John Lennon told the story about when he was a kid, his teacher asked him what he wanted to be in life, and he said happy. And the teacher said, you don't understand the question. He said, no, you don't understand the meaning of life. Now, I've seen the video where he actually tells a story, and I can't say it's not true. I'm not saying that. But that is severely good parenting that he was raised with. Happiness is not defined by a position in life. You get that job, you get that raise, you get that, whatever it is, whatever your heart's desire. Whatever you get does not necessarily mean you're going to be happy. I've talked about the tail of this before. the blessings in life that you perceive as blessings aren't necessarily blessings, and the misfortunes in life aren't necessarily misfortunes. And that all of these things are intertwined, and they act to teach us so that we can find more light in our lives, more direction, so that we can learn how to navigate our ship and maintain our balance. All of these things are intertwined. So I hope you're paying attention, because it's a very complex, very broad subject that no one is talking about and, trying to teach. Not that I found anyway. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't know that the meaning of life was to be happy. No one ever told me that. I didn't know the end game, where I wanted to be. And I didn't understand, even though I was raised a certain way, I didn't understand what spirituality made me. Not religion, spirituality. And it took a lot of years, a lot of struggle, a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of being lost. And being lost is one of the most awful things in the world. Not physically lost, but mentally lost, spiritually lost, where everything around you is darkness, where all you want to do is die. I've been there. Finding out who you want to be in life is not a matter of position. It's not a matter of being a doctor, a lawyer, a policeman, or a firefighter. Those promotions, those jobs, winning the lottery is not going to make you happy. Happiness is a state of being. I sort of disagree with the fact that do what you love and love what you do. People say that all the time, but you don't know what you love until you do it. And until you do it, you won't know if you love it. You have to get out there and experience things. Now, I've said it before, I've got 6 kids. I understand the pressures, the drama, the difficulty in not only providing for myself and taking care of myself, but providing for 7 other people, my wife and 6 kids. I understand the heartaches and the pressures that come from the day-to-day activities of what we have to face. Food, rent, mortgage, bills, cars, puberty, all these things that drive an Aspie crazy because I just want it to be so nice. Don't bother me in my own little world, Anyway, but I have to participate in life, and I have talked about that in other videos too. I cannot neglect my responsibilities to myself or those that I love for my own selfish well-being. And that goes for anybody, not just Aspies. I've talked, one of my most recent videos was about pushing yourself beyond boot camp, military service, high school, college, career. Your occupation and the thing that you were trained in does not make you who you are. It defines how you behave. But one of the things that I was mentioning was that all of those higher institutions of learning are about continual progression. So in your teenage years, in young adult years, and some people might not find it until later on in life, what they actually want in life, what actually makes them happy. And I hope that that's not you. I hope that that's not your case. If it is, I hope that these videos help you and guide you to find the happiness sooner than later. And like I said, it takes work. It takes hard work. Practice, practice, practice. Write these things down. Make goals. Decide what you want out of life, who you want to be, where you're going to go, and how you're going to get there. How you're going to get there is always the most important part, because no matter the best wishes in the world are only wishes until you have a plan, and then you take action. So how do you know what you want in life? For my 6 kids, I tell them all the time. I say, you know, I know what you say you want to be. I've got some that are adamant, knowing what they want to be. I want to do this, Dad. I say, okay. I hope you get a scholarship because I can't afford all that college. Some kids of mine don't know what they want to be, and they're kind of lost in the sauce like I was. It takes experiencing life. You have to get out there. You have to get outside, go to the beach, go swimming to learn you like to swim or you don't like to swim. Go travel the world to figure out if you like socializing with other people and cultures, trying new foods. Occupations are hard, but I'm not really talking about occupations, am I? Occupations are hard because you don't know you're going to like it until you get into it in some way or another. Me, I've been blessed with working hands. I've been in construction my entire life. My first job, I was bussing tables, washing dishes at a barbecue restaurant. I did that for 2 months. I knew that wasn't for me. I've been in construction ever since. I love working with my hands. I love building things. I love watching what my hands can do. And beyond that, as I learned, as I grew, as I participated in my field in life, I learned that more than what my hands could do, my mind could build so much bigger, so much better. And that is so true in every aspect of our lives, that once we have that goal set, who we are, where we're going, what we want, we can do so much more with our lives. I think it's a little bit dramatic when people emphasize the negativity that they're currently feeling in their lives. Dramatic, yes. I don't mean to be insensitive, but some people think that the negativity in their lives is a medal on their chest. Look at me, woe is me, poor me, I'm sad, I'm miserable, but I have all the capability and intelligence of the world, but no one will hire me, no one will give me a chance. No. You won't give yourself a chance. Get up off your butt. Get to work. Start doing, start believing. The little bit of hope that you have as, and let me talk just for people with depression and Asperger's, which, you know, is sometimes one and the same. When you're feeling that negativity, that little sliver of hope that you give yourself, that you tell yourself, well, I want to be happy someday. I want to be loved someday. I want this, I want that, I want this as a part of my life, and then I'll be happy. You have to understand that. Then you won't be happy. Happiness comes now. Happiness is a state of mind. You can be scrubbing the nastiest toilets and working for the most awful people and dealing with the most challenging situations in your life. But positivity is a state of being. It's a state of understanding who you are and where you're going despite the limitations that currently surround you. Whether you're stuck in a dead-end job, whether you're stuck in a dead marriage, whether you're stuck with extreme physical or mental or emotional difficulties. All of these things are temporary. Therefore, I say dramatic, because we tend to think that this, even though the sky is covered with dark clouds and it's raining and hailing and thundering all around us, we think that that will stay forever a part of our lives. And that's not the case. And if we just look just a little bit to the horizon, that little glimmer of hope, when everything else is dark, it's that little bit of hope that will help us redefine the situations around us and the situations in our mental capacity, in our emotional capacity. That little bit of hope is like a seed, a little teeny tiny seed. You put a little water on it, you give it a little love, you give it a little gusto, and that seed is going to start to grow. And if you take care of it, if you nurture those good things in your life, if you surround yourself with positivity, if you get rid of the negativity in your life, that seed is going to continue to grow. It's going to bloom, it's going to blossom, it's going to give you fruit. You will find your way through the storm and find the beauty of what you want in life. So I'm not talking about what do you want out of life occupation-wise. I'm talking about how do you define what you want in life. And of course, what you want out of life is different from what I want. But what I've talked about from my very first video is that we're all human. We all have the same basic needs: to be loved, to be cared for, to give love, to serve one another, to feel safe in our surroundings with those around us. These are very human characteristics, very human needs, not wants, needs. And everybody all over the world has the same right and responsibility to themselves to find and secure those needs. How do you do it? Balance. You have to get your mind right. Stop being negative. Get rid of the negativity in your life. Focus on the positive. Focus on that hope that's going to lead you to memorize these things that I'm saying, and not just me, because I swear every day I'm made so painfully aware at how little I know, how much I have to learn. There are so many more people out there that are smarter than me, better than me, make better videos than me, even if they're talking about makeup. But here I am in my station, reminding you that it's not about my station in life that makes me happy. It's about me making me happy in my station of life. So, I think I've covered my point. I hope I have. If I haven't been clear, please email me, text me, Snapchat me, Facebook me, YouTube me, and whatever. Just be nice to me. Talk to me. If you need someone to talk to, if you're thinking that suicide is the only option, please call the suicide hotline. Google it. I don't have the number on me. If you absolutely need to talk to somebody, talk to me, hit me up, talk to me anytime. I'll always answer back. I will always do my best. I'm not a licensed psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm just a guy working construction, trying to help you. I love you all. Thank you for your participation, your feedback, for your support. I don't have a lot of followers. I don't have a lot of subscribers. My videos are not the most popular on the internet because I'm not showing thigh gap and breast gap, or lack of gap. But I hope to help in my most sincerest way, and I hope it helps you. I hope you share it. I hope you take notes. I hope you put it into your lives. Happiness is right around the corner. It's only a sunrise away. I love you all. Thanks for watching again. Have a blessed day. Bye.